Is resistance training the same for men and women? And ladies, do you get the same benefit as men? Okay, first off, what is resistance training? Resistance training is strength training. It can be with weights, it can be with bands, but resistance training is going to make you have increased cross-section area of your muscles. Read that as increased muscle bulk, mass, skeletal muscle hypertrophy, so that increased cross-section, and so it's going to increase your muscle fiber. Now, true, when men are post-pubescent, they have 10 times more testosterone than women compared to post-pubescent females. But guess what? Our estrogen helps us make muscle too, so it's okay. It doesn't seem to really matter. There is some differences in type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers, and there is also a difference in muscle mass and fiber type distribution. And in this review, as they looked at all these articles comparing the sex differences for resistance training, they did find that, well, yes, men do have an absolute increase in muscle strength, but technically when you relatively look at it, the percentage, it's actually similar. They just have bigger numbers because they have bigger muscles, but they still have the same gains as we do. So when you see differences in resistance training and research, is probably because the sexes are different because of the testosterone, because of the baseline muscle size, because men have more testosterone than women, and so they start off with a bigger muscle than we do. So they have significantly a greater hypertrophy to start. But when we all lift, we all get the same progression. Now, there might be a type 1 muscle fiber hypertrophy favoring for males versus females. However, the anabolic properties of estradiol may contribute to muscle hypertrophy. Not having a lot of muscle, otherwise known as low skeletal muscle mass index, is associated with an increased risk of all causes of mortality. Being a weenie and having tiny muscles increases your risk for mortality. You have to understand that your skeletal muscle, your muscle, is like a savings bank for you when bad things happen. Your muscles are more than strength. It is an endocrine organ. It is a regulator of your blood vessels and your lymphatics. By contracting and relaxing, they are helping pump things back to where they need to go, which is why when women's hormones shift and a woman becomes perimenopause and that body recomposition happens, if she is not weightlifting, she is going to be losing her muscle bulk because estradiol helps with muscle hypertrophy, but we can make some healthy choices.